Welcome back to Hammertown. This is the Four Wheel Parts Everyman Challenge qualifying. We took a little break. I'm Miles Hasselquist alongside Jim Marsden. It was a lot of action this morning, but the big boys will be kicking off here in a little bit for Power Hour at 4.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic morning of action already, Miles. We've seen some fantastic EMC cars out there. Let's not forget, it's 3 different classes. We have the 4500s, the 4600s, and the 4800s.
Yeah, the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class, the 4600 Spider Track Stock class, and the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class. So yeah, we got 3 classes all at once. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is indeed. Earlier today, we saw some fantastic action. Let's have a look back through that top 10. In 10th position is Wade Coleman with a 329. In 9th is John Matthews with a 323. In 8th position, Justin Barth with a 322. In 7th is that Aussie man himself, Barry Smethurst, with a 317. In 6th place, it was Jeremy Jones in the Trent Fab car with a 316. In 5th, it was Kenneth Goodall with a 310. In 4th, David Hartman with a brand new set of wheels with a 308. And then in 3rd place, it was Steph Van Dyke with a 306. Then stepping up into 2nd place was Connor Fultz with a 302. But the man to beat, it's Jonathan Traherne with a 301. So Miles, who are we looking forward to seeing this afternoon? Who can take that first place away from Jonathan Traherne?
There's a list of them out there. Trevor Fultz will be taking off first, but I mean, like I said, Power Hour's coming up. We'll have, Dave Schneider's out there, Justin Hall, John Grounds, Dwayne Garrettson, Jimmy Jack.
Yeah, there's a whole
Rick
list of big
Levezzo.
names. Now, it's interesting, Trevor Fultz, now, is he the brother of Connor Fultz, our current 2nd place car?
Yes, and he was up here checking his time, say, can I beat my brother or not?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, the rocks around the far side, we were seeing it earlier, were causing untold problems. We're seeing people getting stuck on there. We saw a few drive lines let go. Are we going to see the same problems this afternoon as the sun shifts around?
The dust will be out there for sure, but the wind is blowing a little bit. It has warmed up a little bit.
It is.
But that wind is chilly.
Yeah, I might even take off my jacket in a moment, but that doesn't mean to say it's warm. But yeah, so we've got some good guys coming up, and looking down into Power Hour, it's a real mix of the classes. So we're going to be seeing those stock class cars, and the fastest guys in the stock class, names like Albert Contreras, Dawson Allington. They are going to be really exciting to watch. Then we've got the modifieds as well, and of course, those powerhouses in the 4800 Legends class.
And we've got a list full of sponsors that help make this sport possible. So huge shout out to Four Wheel Parts, PCI Radios, Nitto Tires, King Shocks, Optima Battery, Griffin Radiators, Laser Nut, Savvy, Tribe, Monster, Pro Eagle. We got a lot of food out there. We have Dang Brothers Pizza, Habit Hamburgers. So come on down. It's a lot of fun. King of the Hammers has all their merchandise here on site, or you can get on ultra4racing.com and order an event shirt or a hat and all the swag. So be sure to check it out.
I've got to say, I'm really thankful for my long sleeve t-shirt today. It was bitterly cold this morning, so thank you very much to the Roxy and the girls over at the merch tent. They've been absolutely wonderful. Go and pay them a visit as we get ready to start our next qualifying session here.
Thank you everybody back at home for tuning in. Ultra4racing.com/live. Get on the King of the Hammers Facebook, hit that share button. Get on Instagram, hashtag it up. And it looks like number 3, Trevor Fultz, should be going green any moment. There's a great shot of the Bronco arch. We should be going live right around 2 o'clock, so we're less than a minute away for the Four Wheel Parts Everyman Challenge qualifying. And Trevor Fultz is not on course.
Listen to that great sounding motor as Trevor Fultz makes his way around in the first set of bends, heading out towards Short Bus. But can he beat his brother? Gonna be a tall order.
Heading out of the Ford short course. He goes a little bit wide there, but he's really carrying some good speed. Trevor Fultz, the number 3, running in the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class. Heading up the little loose rock section, heading up towards Short Bus. Jim, are we going to see the Jonathan Traherne get bumped off with that 301 time?
I don't know, I'm just watching. He's just a little bit untidy. He's trying a little bit too hard here. He just needs to rein it back a little bit, hold on to it hard if he wants to be fast. Tidy's fast.
I was talking to Jonathan just about an hour ago while we were grabbing some pizza, and he said, man, it was a good run, but I didn't think I was going to have the fastest time of the day. He just said the car was working great, so huge shout out to Jonathan Terhune with that 3:01 time to beat.
Yeah, it's often the way those guys who keep it nice and tidy, they're the ones, but this is looking really fast here from Connor. Good pace down that far side.
We've got just shy of 50 guys that'll be qualifying this afternoon for the 4-Wheel Parts Everyman Challenge qualifier. On course is still Trevor Fultz, trying to catch his brother Connor.
Yeah, and looking down the list of runners and riders we have for this afternoon, it's a real mix of new drivers and old faces. That's what I love about Ultra 4. It's just young, it's fresh, it keeps on building every single year. Now we saw some guys having problems on these rocks earlier on, but it looks like Trevor Fultz is making his way through there with no issues.
Up next should be the 1025 Douglas Buse. There he is, taking the green flag. Douglas Buse on course.
And Connor Fultz is down the rocks. He's coming onto the clean stuff. Got to make his way around the bottom of the mountain now, heading up towards the Ford Bronco Arch.
And out in the crowd right there's Casey Gilbert checking it out, seeing how everybody's running the course, getting ready to run in Power Hour, doing his homework.
Casey was our winner last year in the EMC. It's something I'm sure he would love to repeat this year. As we watch Trevor Fultz, 2 corners left.
He's in the Ford short course as we speak, so we'll be getting a time for Trevor Fultz shortly. Doug's out there heading up towards Short Bus.
That's a good looking run there from Trevor Fultz. Just waiting for some confirmations on times.
There's Doug crossing the top of Short Bus. You can see the Method flag still blowing in the wind. He's running the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class.
Okay, and our top 3 looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. We in 3rd place, it's Connor Fultz with a 3:02. In 2nd place is Jonathan Terhune. Trevor Fultz now takes the lead with a 2:58. What a fantastic run. First car off the line this afternoon, and we've got a new fastest time. Well done, Trevor Fultz.
2:58. Bumped his brother out by 2 spots.
Now those boys are going to be hard to beat this weekend. That was an astonishing run there from the pair of them.
There's Doug coming around. He'll be heading up the rock section. It looks like he's got a right front flat. So that's going to be a little tricky in this rocks.
Looking a little soft. I don't think. Oh, big hit there.
Hit a huge rock. But with that right front flat, the steering is a lot tougher too on these steep obstacles.
Oh no, his steering's gone now. His wheels are all apart. So unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the run for Douglas Buse.
Tough, tough break.
He's just got to take it easy here.
Even the camera doesn't show it, but that's an extremely steep spot he's in.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful indeed. So what we saw there was Douglas. He came around the corner, punched it onto the hill, got a little bit wayward, slightly soft front right, hit that big rock, broke his steering. Bad day at the office for Douglas Buse.
We'll get our Hammer King safety crew out there, get him recovered.
So we're just watching our fantastic recovery crews here round the back of Means Butte as they just try to recover Douglas Buse. has had the misfortune of breaking his steering as he worked his way up through the rocks. They've got to be really careful here. They can't just suicide him off the side of the hill.